Hey everyone, I'm Casey Hollins and you're watching the Sportsnet Digital Dose. We've got Jeff Simmons from Sportsnet.ca in and we're talking a little NFL today. Big weekend, divisional playoffs coming up. I'm much looking forward to them. And first I want to talk to you about the AFC. What matchup are you looking forward to the most?
I'm really excited for the rematch between the Patriots and Texans. The first time it wasn't such a good game. The Texans came in with a little too much energy and the Patriots blew them out of the water. I think that you can't count out the Texans in this game. I think J.J. Watt and that defense are really going to learn a lot from that first matchup. I still like the Patriots in this one, but I think it's going to be much closer. If they're able to run the ball, contain the Patriots' offense a little bit, and keep it close, I think it could be a very interesting game.
There was actually a beat writer for the Texans who wrote, or sorry, for the Patriots, who wrote that the Texans are a joke and that this will be no problem. And then one of the Houston Texans players made it their Twitter picture, their Twitter avatar. So talk about motivation there. You can't count them out.
I'm sure Bill Belichick wasn't too happy to see that.
No, it's like fanning the fire. You're just giving them extra motivation.
No, they're a team who doesn't talk very much. They keep it pretty cliche and quiet. And they couldn't have been happy to see that, as I said before. Arian Foster, as you mentioned, changed that to his Twitter picture.
Arian Foster, yeah.
And they have a lot of, they're going to be amped up for this one. They got called out by the media. They got ripped after they've been on national TV a few times. I think with that defense and that running game, it's all on Matt Schaub. He's got to keep them in the game. I still like the Patriots, as I said before. They have too many weapons on offense. They're much more dangerous. If they get a big lead early, Houston isn't built to come from behind, but I think it's going to be close.
So let's talk quickly about the other matchup. Baltimore Ravens, Denver Broncos. Peyton Manning. Yeah. Ray Lewis is back. His second playoff game. Could be his last game. Every game could be his last game now. Who do you think is going to take that one?
I know Ray Lewis has all the energy, and Baltimore's hot after last week. But they played a pretty tight game with a not very good Indianapolis team. Playing against Peyton Manning, rested with a week off at home, this is a much tougher matchup. As I said before, the two teams played earlier. It was a bit of a blowout after a huge interception in the red zone. I still really like the Broncos in this one. They're really hot. They're the hottest team in the league coming into the playoffs. And again, I don't think Joe Flacco has the firepower to compete with Manning in the...
It's hard to bet against Peyton Manning after the season he's had. It's hard to go against him.
Yeah, he's just playing incredible right now.
Yeah.
I can't believe how strong he's come back. And the league wants to see the Brady-Manning AFC final.
Oh, yeah.
With these matchups, it certainly looks like it's going to be that way.
I think a lot of people want to see that final.
Yeah.
Moving over to the NFC, big matchups there as well. Which one are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I think the game of the week is the Saturday night game between the Niners and the Packers. They played, I think, week 1, and it was a really physical game where San Fran knocked them around. Green Bay's gotten much better since that first matchup, and I think the key for the game is the health of Justin Smith. Without Justin Smith, Aldon Smith has not been the same player, their best pass rusher. If they can't get to Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be a good game for the Packers. But I think if Smith is healthy, the 49ers can out-physical and out-handle the Packers' weak offensive line. So I think I like the 49ers at home in this one.
Well, there you go. And last but not least, Seahawks and Falcons, last NFC matchup to talk about. Russell Wilson has been playing pretty well as of late.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think he's going to be able to get it done?
I'm not sure. He's going to have to play better than he did last week. Quietly, Marshawn Lynch was the most important player for Seattle last week. The interesting matchup in this game is the two big wide receivers, Julio Jones and Roddy White, against Seattle's big physical corners. If Atlanta can get down the field on Seattle, this is a big chance for Atlanta. Mike Smith, Matt Ryan, they haven't won a playoff game yet in their tenure in Atlanta. And I think this is a very tough matchup for them. They need to attack the middle of the field because they don't have much of a running game. Michael Turner is washed up, so I don't know if Seattle can handle this one, traveling all the way to Washington, back to Seattle, back to Atlanta. They might run out of gas for this one.
I'm just hoping that Russell Wilson's luck doesn't run out and he doesn't go down with an injury. I can't see any more rookie quarterbacks get hurt badly this year.
Yeah, that RG3 thing was rough. But Seattle certainly
People are still recovering.
Yeah, Seattle sets up better matchups for the final round. Seattle against Green Bay, there's the Fail Mary, and Seattle-San Francisco is the Harbaugh-Carroll rivalry. So I think they're much more interesting than Atlanta would be in the next round.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see like every weekend, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be on the couch with my sweatpants and my beer and my chips, and I'm ready for it. It's an exciting weekend.
Most people's favorite weekend of the year. 4 of the best playoff games, so should be a great one.
Looking forward to it. Anyway, that's all the time we've got. Thanks so much for coming in, Jeff.
No problem.
And check back in a little bit for another Sportsnet Digital Dose.